Hi guys, how are we all? Hope we are all well. So here we go, another class. Going to do some stuff probably a bit more with plank in it, doing some of the exercises, okay? Obviously you don't have to. I will give the modifications in with it, so you don't, but if you want to go that little bit extra, then we can plank it up a bit. Okay, right, are we ready? So big circles round, that's it, nice and big. And then back the other way. And down and balance on one foot. Rotate round. And then back the other way. And down and the other leg. And back the other way. And drop down. Okay, rolling down, so head down, shoulders in, roll all the way down. That's it, till your fingers on or near the floor. Just let the body hang. And then tuck your bottom under. Roll back up. All the way up till your head comes up. Okay, all right. Toes turned out, hands on hips, drop, lift, drop down, lift, drop, lower, drop down, lower, and drop, and lower, drop, and down, lower, and drop, and 4, 3, 2, and last one, drop down, bounces, 3, 2, 1, and up. Give the legs a good shake, and then feet hip distance apart, toes pointing forward, drop down, sit, and back, drop down, lift, lower, and drop. Keep the shoulders nice and soft, lower, drop, and lower, drop, and lower down, drop, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then feet out nice and wide, hands clasped in front, drop over to one side, lift, over to the other, up, drop down, drop, over, drop, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and give those legs a good shake. So we've got our balance first. All right, we're going to lean forwards, keep your shoulders nice and soft. Okay, now either two options, you're just going to lean forward there, lift the leg up behind, and then bring yourself back upright. Okay, or as you lean forward, I want you to bend that supporting leg there, and then bring yourself back up to the leg behind, body slightly forwards. Okay, big inhale, exhale. You can use the arms out in front as well if you need. So just sink forwards there, and then bring yourself back upright. So if you don't want to do the knee bend, just lean forward, arms anywhere, just to help you balance, and back up. Or you can do the arm extension in front, just as you lean forward. Again, you only need to go as far as you want. There. And back. Or if you're bending that knee, last one. Drop. Extend out. And up. Give that leg a good shake. Okay, and then we are on to the other side. So, leg behind, lean forward slightly. Now you can either just lift that leg as you drop forwards, and then bring yourself back. Okay, with the arm extension as well. Out. And back. Or you can add the bend in the knee. Drop down. Extend forwards. And up, that's it, brilliant. And, or if you're only just going forward, holding that balance there. Do hold on to something if you need. And back. And last one. Drop forward. Out. And back. And give those legs a good shake. All right, slight bend in the knees, lift one heel off the floor, and then just switch the legs over. So it gets a bit in the calves, but ultimately working into that big toe joint. Switch, 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 over, and lift. Okay, hold one up, and then just try and wiggle side to side. So you're pushing out onto towards your little toe, come in onto your big toe, out to little toe, keep that heel nice and high, and in, out, in, out, back. Drop that leg down, lift the other one, and then in, out. And just see, do you move differently on one side than the other? Out. Does it feel tight somewhere? If it doesn't, you go out and you think, oh, take a big inhale. As you breathe out, just push it out a little bit more into the area where it's tight. Relax, and then carry back on again. Out and in, out, in, and drop that leg down. And nice and relaxed in the feet. Give them a good shake. Okay, down we come. Oops. Oh, way up. The tripod's gone a bit it's all this use. There we go. That's it. So what we will do first, we'll come down onto the floor here. Looks different, my video angle today for some reason. I don't know if it seems different on yours. Phone's probably done an update, but okay, never mind. Right, so before we start, because this is what we're going to be doing, we're going to come down on the floor. This hand can be in front or you can have it up on your hip, okay? We're just going to lift, lower down, lift, trying to keep the body nice and straight, okay? So not just letting everything sink into the floor. Pull the ribs up a little bit so it keeps the spine nice and straight. Your toe and knee are pointing forwards, so we're getting right into the side of your bottom, there, side of your leg. And lift, and lift, and 3, 2, 1. Now at any time if you want to come back down to this position, you can do, okay? Because the next one we're going to try, we're going to come up into modified side plank there, okay? And then lift and lower the leg. Lift, squeeze, lift, 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 and 3, 2, 1. Okay, just come have a bit of a hit into the side of your bottom. Now again, stay on that level, or if you've had enough now, you can drop back to the first level. But the last one for this, you're going to come up, really dig the edge of the foot into the side of the floor, shoulders soft, and then lift. Keep the toe and knee pointing forwards, lift, 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 and 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop down. Okay, over we go. So laying down first, that's it, trying to pull the side of your body off the floor if you can. Hand in front or up on your hip, and then lift and lower, up, lift, lift, and 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop down. Off the wall, you. Come on, go. So many scratch marks all over the wall. I don't think wallpaper was a good idea in here. Right, okay. Same again. You can just try a few in this, or stick down on the other, but we've had a break in between. There, and then lift, lower, up, lift, and lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, all right, just have a quick hit into the side of your bottom. Now again, stick down at that level, or you can drop back down onto the floor, or we're coming up, dig the edge of the foot into the floor and lift, lift, lift. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then drop down, come onto your back there, and give the legs a good shake. Okay, drop your knees out to the side. Easiest, soles of the feet together so you can press onto your feet. Harder, the feet further away from you and further apart from each other. Okay, so hands clasped up in front, tuck your bottom under. You're going to lift and lower down, lift and lower. Now keep pulling the knees back, and you want to be balanced up to about your ankle bone on the floor. Lift, drop, lift, lower, lift, lift, and squeeze, lift, lift, and then lift up and squeeze, hold. Now we'll hold this for a moment, keep pulling the knees back, keep clenching the bum cheeks. Now for the next bit, you're either going to stay up here, or if you don't want to be up here, once I've counted back down, you can drop down on the floor and do it from on the floor, okay? But we're going to be alternating, lifting the legs, keeping the knees turned out. So you can either do it from up here, or if you want to drop down onto the floor now, but you're going to lift one leg, drop down, still keep up to your ankle bone on the floor. Lift and lower, lift, drop, lift and lower. Keep going. If you're down on the floor, that's fine, but just keep the leg turned out, and it's your heel you're trying to push up to the ceiling first, so you get that work into the inner thigh, all into your external rotation muscles. And lift, lift. Okay, or if you're up, keep pulling those knees back, squeezing the bum cheeks, keep tucking the bottom under. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down, give those legs a good shake. All right, just feet out nice and wide. Just let those knees drop in towards each other, and just feel that pull right on the outside edge of your legs. And just relax into it. And then soles of the feet together, just let the knees drop out to the side. Okay, and then side of the foot on your knee, draw the legs in. Change legs. Okay, and then drop over onto your side, grab your ankle, tuck your bottom under, that's it. Pull the leg back so it's level with your other leg, push the hips forward, so tuck your bottom under, and that'll get you a really good stretch down the front of your thigh and the front of your hip. Okay, and then up we come. Over to the other side. There. So if your leg's forward, try and pull it back as much as you can. Push the hips forwards, leg back, and that way you get a good stretch down your thigh, into your hips. And up we come. And then sitting upright. Hopefully if you've been practicing this one a lot, the hips might be loosening up a little bit. Okay, so just drop both knees down to one side. And lift. And over. Lift up. and over. And lift and drop. And lift and drop. Okay, right. Let's start with plank, seeing as we are on a bit more plank orientated ones today. So let's just start pulling the hips back, okay, there, and then come forwards into a modified plank. Feel that pull, go right across in between your hip bones. That's where you want to focus on. So if you've dropped down too far, all you'll feel down there is a stretch, but you'll get it a little bit more in your lower back. If you haven't gone far enough and you're here, you'll probably only just about feel it in your arms. So the hips lengthen out through the body, push your knees into the floor until you lengthen. There. Exhale. And then come back. Okay, and then forward again. Long, steady exhale. Squeeze, relax the shoulders down. And back. If you're doing it from plank, okay, curl the toes under. You can lift the knees off and we can do it from there. Okay, so you're into plank. Nice long line. And then your relax off can be up and then come back out. There. Nice long line, ribs up, press through the heels. There. Big inhale as you come back and then come forward as you breathe out. Long, steady exhale, squeeze. Feel that pull across your tummy. So you can't breathe out no more. You're really squeezing. Come back. Inhale. And we'll just go 2 more. Come forward. Squeeze. Really pull that belly button back to spine. Hold. Inhale back. And then last one, come forward, all on the exhale. Squeezing as tight as you can. And come back, sit back on your heels. Well done. Okay, right. Balance, but we're just going to use the arms, okay? So if you're going to do it from all fours, there, you have to keep the body position. All you're doing, taking the weight off one hand, draw it out to the side, there, and then bring it back in, drop it down. Press your body weight into that hand and the opposite knee. That's where you want your body weight to go. And then take the other arm out. And drop down. Okay, so push into the hand that's now on the floor and the opposite knee. Take the pressure off this one. Now, as you extend out, feel that pull. So it's your tummy muscle that's taking up the slack. Out and back. Okay, keep going. And if you're in modified, same principle. There. It's easier the wider apart your limbs are. It's harder the closer you are together. But because we're only taking the arm off, probably try and keep everything, well, knees hip distance, hands shoulder distance. Okay, so big inhale, exhale, out. Even pressure on the knee, then hand that's still on the floor. And drop. Now put pressure into the opposites. out. Really feel that pull through the tummy though, taking up the slack, and drop down. Then come up into full, if that's okay. There. Even pressure. And the opposite hand and foot. And drop. Even pressure. Out. So your body shouldn't move at all. There should be no twisting in your hips. Squeeze. Out. So all you should be thinking about, I'll just come this way, is that pressure between this hand, this knee, as you take that arm out. Nothing's moving. I'm not shifting, okay, to take up the slack. And then the opposite side, out and back. So, big inhale, opposite pressure, pushing down, extend out, and back in. Big inhale, opposite pressure, out, and back in. And last two, whichever position you're in. Big inhale, exhale, even pressure as you extend out. And back, soften the shoulders and elbows. Even pressure between the opposites. Out. Back. And then sit back and relax. Okay, right then. So, options for this one. I'll work up. So, if you're doing the easiest, because if you're working towards the hardest, this will give you a train up. So, if you're on the easiest, your elbow, hips, knee, feet, all want to be on a nice straight line. Use the front of your mat just to gauge if everything is on a straight line. So if you're here, all you're going to do, you're just going to lift the hips and drop them back down. That's it. You can stay on your elbow, lift and drop. All right, if we're working to the next one, elbow or hand, but I usually find it easier on your hand, okay? You're just going to drop the hips to the floor and then just push the hips up and come over. Imagine your body is sandwiched between two panes of glass. So we're not twisting, we're not sticking bums out, we're just in a nice flat line. Drop down and over and drop and over. Or if you're in full, you can either have one foot on top of the other or one in front of the other. Drop the hips and up, over, drop and over, drop down and over, drop down and over, and last one, drop down, over, and then come down. Well done. All right, so other side. So if we're starting on the elbow there, everything in a nice long straight line, especially those hips. Get those hips forwards, and then you're just going to lift up, lower down, push down on the knee and the elbow. Just get those hips off the floor, doesn't matter how high. There. And then drop down. If you're in the next one, so we're already in modified, just lower the hips and then arm up and over. Lower the hips, arm up and over, and drop and lift. Okay, or last one, up we come here, drop, and over, drop, over, drop down, over. That's it, as if your body is between those two panes of glass. 3, up, 2, and up, and last one. Up, and drop down. That's it. Brilliant. And give the arms a good shake. Okay. Sitting up, get a little bit of rotation in the body now. Okay, hands clasped out in front. There, tuck your bottom under and twist. And then up, lean back and twist. And up. If you need a bit of help as you drop down, hold one hand behind the leg, just take the other arm out and then come up, tuck your bottom under, drop back, arm out and back. Or if you're okay with your arms up, tuck under, rotate and up, rotate and up and drop, lift, drop down and up and tuck under and up, under and up. Last two, under and up, under, up and come forwards and give those knees a good hug. Excellent. All right. So coming back, legs either straight up, okay, or you can have them bent. All right, but you're either just going to take one leg out from straight or bent, that's fine. One leg out, up, drop and up, over and over, or you can do both legs, drop and over and drop and over, or with knees bent, which we'll all come to that one in a minute, but if you'd sooner do that, over and over. Okay, come back into the middle. Right, everybody bend their legs now, or if you've had enough of this, drop your feet down on the floor and then just over to one side, lift, over, up, twist, that's it, and twist, and 4, 3, 2, 1. And then drop the legs all the way over to one side while you look to the other. to the other side. And up. Okay. And over onto your fronts. All right, I will come this way just so you can see what is happening. But for you, either box, modified or full, okay? And we're just going to drop down to one side and up, over to the other side and back, drop, back, and drop, up, drop down, left, drop, up, drop down, up, drop. That's it. So you're literally twisting in the shoulders as you drop, drop, and 3, 2, 1, and come back. Gives the arms a good shake. Okay, right, now so we can get your upper back. Hands behind your back, shoulders down, no arch in your back. These ribs need to stay down there, and you're just going to pull the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, but not again so you're arching. It's all upper back. So if you can see that a little bit better from there, just feel those shoulder blades pull together, squeeze and release, squeeze and release, pull back, squeeze, drop and squeeze, drop, big squeeze, release and squeeze and 3 and 2 and 1 and drop out. Give those arms a good shake. Okay, now we'll work a little bit into the arms and shoulders again. So there, that's it, and then extend up and drop back. Okay, really keep the arm in line with your back. Try not to pull forwards, so you've got to squeeze those shoulder blades together to lift and lower. This is the one you can do on a wall if you want. So bum against the wall there, drop your chin down, so start there and then extend up and drop and lift, lower. If you have any aches in your shoulders or upper back, this one is a brilliant one to do. Lift and drop and lift and drop, because it's so relaxing. And 3, big inhale, 2 and 1 and drop and come out. Give those shoulders a good roll around. I mean, that one, just absolutely brilliant. It will just hit in all of here. A lot of problems, well, when we have a lot of problems with shoulders and stuff, it's because the scapula, your shoulder blade it's fixed, it's not moving. So in doing that, and especially against the wall, you know, because if you keep in contact with the wall as you're doing it, you'll feel them shoulder blades moving, and it'll feel achy, it'll feel burny, it'll feel awful, but that is them muscles working. So the more, if you have got any of those, keep doing it, because that's really getting those muscles firing on. So about 8 to 10 repetitions every day, or 2 or 3 times a day, just to really get that loosening and movement into your upper back. Okay, right, hands next to your knees, head down, bottom under, push your hands into the floor around your back. Now starting from your bottom, stick your bum out, roll up, shoulders back, head back, and then head down, round the shoulders, roll all the way down, tuck your bottom under and push. Now this time from your bottom, stick your bottom out, roll up, shoulders back, head back, and then head down, round the shoulders, roll all the way down, tuck your bottom under and push, and release out. Okay, right, a bit more just for your shoulders before we finish. Okay, so I want your fingers pointing down towards your feet. Easiest is going to be probably having your bottom in between your hands and feet. Okay, so you're just going to press down on your feet, and I just want you to lift there and then drop down. Actually, it might be that your bum, play with it. It might be that your bum is closer to your hands. It might be for you that your bottom is closer to your feet. Okay, but I just want you to lift, push up as much as you can. Do rotate out your hands a little bit if you need to, because you've got to keep them shoulders back. If you keep your shoulders in, you're never going to get up. Okay, the shoulders have got to be pulled back, rounded. This is one time that I want you to stick your chest out and arch your back, just so you can get that lift, and then just drop down and have a breather. Even if you need something underneath your bottom so you're not quite coming quite as far down, absolutely brilliant. If you're going a little bit further into this, okay, heels out, hands are next to your bottom there. Now you are going to lift your bum off the floor, pull on the heels, bring yourself forward there, so tuck your bottom under, squeeze, and then as you go back, you straighten in the legs, bum back next to your hands. Okay, so pull forwards, push back, and release. And just do what you can. If you can only do 1 or 2, that's absolutely fine. Pull forwards and back, and we'll just do 2 more. Remember, you can be here if you want, there, and just push up, lift, and drop down, and last one, lift and drop, and give your arms, hands, everything a good shake. So we're getting a good stretch right into the front of your chest, into your pec muscles, by this one here, up and down, loosening up into your lower back. So both of those coupled together, what that is going to help with is this: typing, writing, driving, all of that stuff. The pec muscles are shortening, these are lengthening. Those 2 exercises, bring the shoulders back, get some stretch through here, gets you more in line in your upper body and stop this pain here. You may not think about it, but this here is actually a major joint, because once you lean forward, that point there is loaded, okay, with the weight of your head, the weight of everything. So it really gets tight and fatigued. So if we can do anything to make that up, so now the weight of your head, it's all the way down through your spine, not just pinpointing on one place, which is either here or in a lot of people it can be here as well. So those 2 points, so if you've got both of them going, you'll just feel like your back is shot to pieces. But if you can do those, I mean obviously with other exercises as well, but those 2 exercises will really start to help loosen all that out, get the movement in, get the blood flow back in there, because nothing can heal unless there's blood flow going in, and just help you feel a little bit more better and refreshed. Okay, so legs out now, let's give it a good stretch. Hands clasped in front, turn your palms away, round your back, reach forwards, and then come forward, grab your feet, hands behind your back, clasp your fingers, lean back, and up. Come forward. Okay, right. Up we come. There. Hands on the knee, lunge in. Oh, gonna lose my head, that's okay. There. Now remember, when we come forward, tuck the bottom under first, push forward so you get that good stretch into your hip. Even just give it a little bit of a rub, because you might push in somewhere and just think, oh. If you do, take a big inhale, come back a little bit, hold your fingers in that position, and as you breathe out, just gently push into there as you come forward. Long, steady exhale, and then reach the arm up, there, push it up to the ceiling, keep tucking your bottom under. And then place the opposite hand on your knee, twist around. And after doing those 2 exercises before, you might find you've got a little bit more rotation now in this, because this is another stretch for that area of your spine. Bring your hand in, draw back, lift the foot, drop down, lower and lift, and then drop that foot down, flip round to the side. Okay, and then over to the other side. Oh, big step forward. Remember, tuck your bottom under first, lunge forward, there, just feel it. It should feel really tight actually, there, but if there's anywhere that just feels that little bit tighter, press your fingers there, come back a little bit, inhale, exhale, sink in, press, and then reach the arm up, push up to the ceiling. If you sit down a lot, this is brilliant. And then opposite hand on the knee, twist round. Come back, lean back, lift the foot, drop forward, and then lower and lift. And then drop down, flip to the side. Okay, and up we come. Let me just rotate this round. Okay, all right, very well done. So big reach up to the ceiling. Really push the hands up to the ceiling, push the feet down into the floor. Big inhale, and then as you breathe out, hands down, head down, shoulders in, roll all the way down. That's it, until your fingers on or near the floor. Just let the body hang, and then tuck your bottom under, roll all the way back up. Lift the arms, interlock your thumbs, lean to one side, hips to the other. Come up, over to the other side. Up, big reach up, rotate round, and super well done. Okay, all right, well done if you got through all the bit harder ones of that. But like anything, you go with your own pace. If you want to build up, just keep doing them a little bit by a little bit, and you will get stronger and better at doing them. Okay, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye bye.